Hi guys, Mike here. Just got an email yesterday from my good friend in the United States, Paul Cole, Dr. Paul Cole, and he just reminded me of something that I learnt many, many years ago, and he often reminds me and teaches me again. It's one thing that if we master, it'll change everything in our lives. It's understanding this simply. Everything that God does is according to a pattern based on a principle. Now, when we base our lives on principles and patterns instead of, let's say, opinions and circumstances, then Scripture talks about our paths being straighter and our lives being richer, enriched anyway. So the time we're living in now, there's just constant change going on. I mean, wearing a face mask in New Zealand, who would have thought such a thing? But anyway, there's a critical pattern that we need to learn, and it's simply this. It's called the principle of entering and leaving. Everything we do in life is either entering or leaving. We leave the womb and enter life. We leave home and go to school. We leave school and we go to work. We go from one job to another job. We leave the single life and enter the married life. Each time there's a change there, it brings crisis. Now, here's a principle that we'll learn later on, that crisis is normal to life. Now, sometimes the change is small and it's only a little crisis. Other times it's big. For example, marriage is a big crisis. It's a big change in our lives. But each change that we endure comes with crisis. So the greater the change, the greater the crisis. The pattern is entering and leaving, as I said. And the principle is this, is how you leave determines how you enter. If you leave with a wounded spirit, then you bring it with you into your next situation. If you leave with bitterness or animosity, if you leave with hostility, unforgiveness, if you leave with defeat or just fatalism, it's over, this marriage will never work, then you carry that with you into the next one. How you leave determines how you enter. It's vital. I've learned this myself personally, that you have to leave properly. And I'm a big advocate for leaving properly. So what happens if you leave wrong, then you carry the seeds that you hope that you would leave behind, and you carry them into your next situation. That's why if you leave a job under a cloud and you enter a new job, you think everything's going to be all right, but you find often that the same things are happening again. So you end up producing the same things that you hope that you would never, that you thought that you'd get rid of. Anyway, we're gonna touch on this a little bit more in the next few to come. So the pattern is entering and leaving. The principle is how you leave determines how you enter, and crisis is normal to life. So bless you. Take care. Bye.